If you have more comments?
Chair, yes, Bruce Anderson with the State Health Department. I just wanted to add some weight, I think, to the resolution that has been proposed. I think there's a perception that at least state government, and I think the county government would probably be, based on Ann's comments, in the same position that we're learning about this project as we read the newspapers. There's no, I'm head of the health department, and I was a DLNR for 3 years before that, and we did talk about some of the options a year ago, that is putting in a retention basin down at the LOI. I have never been briefed on the retention basin proposals that have been proposed here in Manoa and Palolo. I'm a resident here too, and so I empathize with the people who are commenting on this. But I don't want to leave the impression with anyone that there's been a robust discussion with the state on this issue, and I think that's probably true of the county as well. This is a project that's been proposed by the Corps of Engineers. I hear all the comments, and I really would challenge anyone who's designing this to argue that it's going to improve water quality, and I would argue also that it's not going to really effectively reduce the amount of water coming down the streams into the canal. It's anyone who walked there, and I walk down around the LOI regularly with my wife. We saw it last weekend, and there was tons of water pouring down. I can't imagine retention basins really effectively mitigating the flows that are ultimately going to get to the LOI, and for that matter, the debris that ultimately get there. So I think there's a lot of discussion needed on this issue. And again, my only point in commenting was I think there hasn't been a lot of discussion on this with the agencies, the state agencies, probably the county agencies would fall in the same boat. So just more power to you wanting to get more information, understand the goals of this project, and how this project will actually help mitigate some of the concerns and issues that we all have. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to be very brief. I just wanted to say one last thing on the LOI flood project, and just so you all sleep well tonight. You know, we manage the Safe Drinking Water Program, the Clean Water Branch, Vector Control Program. Mosquitoes, of course, came up tonight as a concern, and we've never been consulted on any of those issues. And as it relates to the Board of Water Supply, I'm surprised that they haven't been consulted carefully. These retention basins obviously will impact the groundwater at some point. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Typically in these processes, just to let you know, there's a pre-consultation process that goes on before they publish an EIS normally, and you consult with the agencies and get some feedback on some of the concerns and issues. As far as I know, that wasn't done here. So I think starting from scratch and really looking at these issues carefully, both from an agency standpoint and from a public standpoint, what's important to the community is going to be really important. And I think things that has been avoided in this, or not done in this case. So kudos to you all for passing that reso.